A lot of you guys out there often ask me what emulator it is that I'm using to get some smooth gameplay like this when I'm deciding to go ahead and play some of my favorite mobile games at home and I don't want to be holding on my phone anymore, right? I don't want it in my hands. Maybe I'm watching Netflix, going through Twitter, whatever, and I just want to have it on my computer. How I have it set up, what emulator it is, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to be doing that for you guys today. And yes, I actually do use the Nox emulator. And let's get into it right now. So there are two different emulators I have opened up right now. Both of them are Nox. First point though, be sure to go ahead and get Nox 6.3.0.0. Okay guys, it is either the newest or second newest version of Nox. If you don't have access to this yet, go on in your internet, open up Google, type in Nox, or just go to bignox.com. Make sure you get version 6.3.0.0. That going into it, I do have Epic 7, a Nox for Epic 7 and a Nox for FFBE. While you could probably just use one version of Nox for both games, I've been tinkering around with them and this is what I found best for me. So the Android version that Nox is actually running for FFBE is 5.1.1.1. What do I mean by this? So once you open up your Nox, you're gonna be greeted by a screen something like this. And what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to go find this button right here, which is the multi-instance manager. And what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to open this up and it's gonna open up a window like this. It's not gonna have these three things, but it'll be this window. What you need to do here, you need to hit add emulator. And down here, you can see the drop box. There's gonna be 5.1.1, 4.4.2, and 7.1.2. These are the Android versions, okay? The Nox version is 6.3.0.0, right? That's what you're going to download. Once you have that installed, you're good. You don't need to worry about the 6.3.0.0 anymore. You're not going to be looking for a 6.3.0.0 in here. That does not exist. So if you're going to do an FFBE emulator, you're going to click on 5.1.1 and it's going to open it up. It's going to create a new emulator running on Android 5.1.1. And that's what Nox is on. I actually have Epic 7 on 7.1.2. Okay, so if that's your thing, go for it. Now for the Nox Nox app system settings, we're gonna go up here to the cogwheel, click on that. It's gonna open up the system settings. Nothing in here you really need anything like this in the general settings, but you are going to go to the advanced settings, guys, and this is what I have it set up as. You don't need to have as high as a thing, but this is what's worked best for me. This is what I use when I record footage for YouTube, when I record footage, well, I'm not really recording, when I'm streaming on Twitch, this is what I use as well. And I have it high, 4-core, 3072 megabytes. I also have the resolution setting as mobile phone. That should be your default. And then it's at 1080 by 1920 for FFBE. And I have it running in enhanced compatibility mode beta OpenGL Plus. After that, the frame setting should be at 60. And I have turn off mouse hardware acceleration in Windows. That's the only thing that you change in the system settings for Nox. The last thing you're gonna need to do for both of these things, we're gonna cover right now, is you need to go into your BIOS settings. It's gonna be a little bit different for everyone's computer. If you haven't gone into your BIOS yet, look it up. You're gonna have to hit like F2 or F8 or something like that, depending on your computer, or maybe even F10 to boot into your BIOS. And what you're gonna be looking for there is you're gonna be looking for your CPU settings. And in your CPU settings, you're going to have to go and find the advanced button, and then all you're gonna do is you're gonna look for enable hardware acceleration. Okay, so I'll put a picture up for you guys so you guys can see what it looks like for, I think this is an Asus motherboard BIOS settings, but it's not super hard, maybe a little scary if you're kind of sketchy with computers, but it's not really that big of a deal. Just go in there, CPU advanced, hardware acceleration, turn that on, good to go there. After that, that's pretty much everything for the 5.1.1 version of Nox set up for FFBE. For the 7.1.2 version, the thing that I have it set up very similar, but a little bit different. For the version that I have running Epic 7, it's 3-core, 4048 megabytes. You could change this around, probably wouldn't change too much. That's what I personally have it set up for. Okay, and then it's running at 720 by 1280. That's what I found best for me. And then it's on OpenGL instead of OpenGL Plus. Okay. So a little bit different, but not too different. You guys can also tinker around with this stuff. Now, if you know where the options are for this now, you can always go ahead and check it out there. There also is the please enable VT to use more than one CPU. That is what we were talking about. Use enable virtualization technology. You have to do that in your BIOS. There's a nice little help button you can do. That'll give you a little bit of help there if you need even further help on doing that. But outside of that, that's it. That's all you need to do. Make sure you get patch 6.3.0.0 for Nox, the version up there. Make sure you run either 5.1 or 7.12, whatever works best for you. This is what works best for me. 5.1.1 for FFBE, 7.1.2 for Epic 7. The other games, you know, you can mix and match. I think I play Opera Omnia on 5.1.1, as you can see right here. I also do have Epic 7 on 5.1.1, but that's that. Go ahead and change your system configurations. If these don't work out for you best, you know, maybe you have a little bit better or a little bit worse computer than I do, then you're gonna have to go around and mess around with that information, and then be sure to change those BIOS settings to enable virtualization technology. If you don't, it's not gonna ever be able to use more than one of your CPU's cores. So if this helped you guys out, let me know down in the comment section below. I know you guys have been asking me this for a while, but here's the 3 big things. We just went over them, and I'll enjoy some nice little stellar gameplay so you can see exactly what this kind of stuff looks like when you're done tinkering with it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you this week on Twitch for more Shadowbringer stuff, as well as more FFB content coming out for us as well. So take care, guys. Be safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.